Hello. Oh, you want to take it?
Yeah, I thought we were taking it. Anyways.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the continuation of the quarterfinals of the Taiko World Cup 2021. My name is Beat43210, and today I'm joined by Mr. Boo, who is very excited to cast this match with me.
Apparently. Hello, everybody.
Man,
how are you doing, Beat?
Alright. Oh, that's unfortunate, but that is all good. I'm doing pretty well.
That's good. That's good to hear. Yeah, no. Here we are getting to watch the face-off between Thailand versus Indonesia. Got a lot of pretty popular names in the taiko community, at least if you play quite a bit of maps on both teams. Kind of excited to see how this is going to go. I do know Indonesia's got a lot of strong players, Appa in particular, a very strong consistency sort of turning player, but Ray Toley, another pretty powerful name, at least in the mapping community, have not been too, I guess, involved with seeing how Thailand has been performing recently, but I do know that I've seen quite a few of those names on leaderboards in the past.
And those players are going to be fighting for their tournament lives today in this matchup, because this is a losers bracket match. Whoever loses this match will be eliminated from the tournament.
Yeah, a lot on the line. Nerves could not be higher for these teams, for sure.
Oh, they could get much higher. Imagine
yeah, I mean,
tiebreaker.
Very, very true, very true.
But we got a long match ahead of us, but we'll bring everybody up to speed real quick. So, the bans did already take place. I believe the bans was No Mod 5 and Hard Rock 1. So, Indonesia lost the roll. They banned Hard Rock 1 first. Then Thailand banned No Mod 5. And now No Mod 3 is being picked. And we're jumping straight into it. Some very interesting bans that they've gone with. But we can talk all about that more after we see No Mod 3.
Right, and a little bit of a weak start from Ray Toley there, picking up a 100 right on the very first note, I believe, along with Ponamis.
That can happen sometimes, especially when you're trying to, get into the swing of the song.
Oh, but was that a miss coming from KDDK there?
Yeah, Captain will be picking up a miss, which is going to help Thailand get some combo points on the board. It won't be much since it is an early break, but every little bit counts.
Oh, and another one.
That one will be a lot more punishing, but Captain is staying above 99% accuracy.
Yeah.
So at least his accuracy isn't too far behind. Relatively keeping up with Ray Toley.
Right, and here we've got what looks like a mirror match going through the first quarter between Appa and Ponamis. Both having identical accuracies.
And both of them canceling each other out.
Oh, was that a 100 on the finisher?
I believe that was 100 on the finisher.
And another one getting picked up.
So, Ponamis slipping up a little bit, picking up a couple hundreds against Appa, but all is still good in the well.
For Thailand, this is still looking pretty good. Those two misses coming from KDDK is pretty brutal. But Appa picking up another 100, but I mean, it's not too much. The scores are pretty close to each other.
Yeah, but this is a long map. There's still a minute and 45 seconds to go to approach the halfway point. But you have to be very mindful, because picking up a miss will change things quite drastically for either team, as both teams continue to fight for an advantage. As we move to the second Ki time, bottoming out the lobby is Ray Toley, but he has full combo and very good accuracy to go with it.
Yeah, right.
Relatively close.
Yeah, I mean, there's only that 4,000 score difference between the two teams right now, and mainly just coming from KDDK's very early misses. It's not that much of a score difference, plus the accuracy difference that KDDK has over Ray Toley. who's the lowest accuracy on Team Thailand right now, is proving to be pretty equal, and Raytoli picking up more 100s, especially on that 100, which is going to be more of a score deficit.
It's going to be getting, it's getting much closer as Indonesia is just fighting for the accuracy. And in fact, they are now within striking distance as the lead has dropped to less than 1,000 points.
Yeah, 1 or 2 100s could spell the victory or defeat for either team at this point. I mean, it's the final Ki.
And right now, Alpha looking to finish strong. He's already at 99.8. You can't go much higher than that. It's just going to be a question, can Raytoli hold on? He is the lowest accuracy in the lobby. He is the most likely player to pick up 100s. But Captain misses at the end.
And that's a massive miss too. Really, really unfortunate for Team Indonesia there as Thailand takes the first point.
Wow, that was very close. Captain had... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, Thailand keeping the point, or at least their pick, because that could have been a very easy break point and the very first point of the match. And yeah, I mean, those 5 misses from KDDK, so unfortunate. 3 of them being a tiny note lock at the very end.
Yeah, unfortunately for Katon, he did pick up a miss, and he was fighting off that miss deficit. He was getting a lot fewer 100s. I believe he only got 13 compared to Raytoli's 20, and it almost worked out well in his favor. Almost. Just at the very end, unfortunately picked up a couple of very unfortunate misses.
Right. Now, a real quick thing to note for all the viewers who weren't aware, because unfortunately we weren't able to see the roles and bans happening. Thailand actually banned incorrectly.
Wait, what? They banned incorrectly?
They apparently wanted to ban Nomad 5, but said Nomad 3. Oh, actually, no, it does reflect correctly.
Yeah, no, they corrected the mistake. I was wondering if they didn't like fix it. I assumed it was fixed when I saw the bans.
Yeah, I was unsure personally. I did want to bring it up, but yeah, no, it does look like everything's all fixed.
Yep, everything's all good in the hood. As Volta will be stepping in for the first time in the match. And Thailand will maintain Raytoli and Panamis. Panamis is saying that he is sight reading. Wait, he said he's downloaded a map pack this morning. What?
Okay. I mean, if it works, I guess. To be fair, they do have this 1 point on. I mean, I guess out of all of these pools, or all the picks in this pool, Nomad 3 was probably the easiest one to sight read. So things can definitely take a turn.
This would certainly explain their ban of Nomad 5, because that would require memorization. If they both either sight reading or underprepared, it makes sense why they went with the Nomad 5 ban. But right. Indonesia only going to go with Nomad 1 to start with. We will see if it works out for them. As Thailand tries the dominant strategy of first try is best try.
I suppose, although looking at some early accuracy problems here from both players on Indonesia, doesn't seem to be the case, although Appa also picking up a couple of 100s on 1-4. And again...
It is very close. They're both all 4 players are kind of mirroring each other in performance. So there's no real clear advantage right now for either side.
Yeah, if anything, it's just from this initial accuracy that we do see Raytoli dipping below 99 pretty early on. Now Appa is also dipping. Oh, God. Oh. That is a huge no-lock.
They were quite competitive, and then Raytoli, he picked up a huge stream, combo stream. He just missed all of it. Unfortunate, as his accuracy does drop to 94%.
Yeah, that is massive.
Had a
this
mini
is not
version.
A long song.
Indonesia very dominant right now in their quest to hold on their own point. As Appa and Volta just maintain the map with 2 full combos and nothing to worry about in the world. And now going to the last quarter of the song, Indonesia up by 150,000 points, and it's only rising as Panamas does pick up a combo break.
Yeah, this is pretty massive. I mean, Volta and Appa both above the 99% mark. They were holding an FC until I started talking about that. Now, Volta did drop, but that is nowhere near enough. That wasn't a note lock.
Yeah, as they are well in the lead. They got 150,000 points between them. In total, about 22 plus 19. That is 37. No. 41 100s. So 41 100s between both Indonesian players. And just like that, Indonesia just takes the first point without much of a contest. And Raitoli and Panamas both had major accurate drops.
Yeah, so even scores between both of the both teams winning their respective picks here. It's going to shift over to Thailand. Let's see what they go with. I mean,
well,
as far as nomads are concerned, I believe both nomad 2 and 4 would be pretty rough to sight read.
Not really, actually. Nomad 2 is a fairly techie map. It's not that... I mean, it's not that, like, unsight readable. Like, you can certainly sight read it, although the patterns are very dangerous.
I do go with Nomad 2, or sorry, Fremod 2.
Yeah, it's going to be none other than Jian Duja. A very popular Fremod pick, actually. I believe it's been used in most of the maps. Raitoli getting his, he's using his phone a friend lifeline, and it was recommended to sight read this with Hidden. Oh boy, this will be exciting.
Okay.
I mean, we'll see if it works out.
Yeah,
First
that's
try,
one way to do it.
It's the best strat.
I mean, you know, some people do perform better with sight reading than they do with prep.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird.
I mean, it's not that weird. I mean, I think part of it is just... I think most of it is just psychological, you know?
Right.
When you're sight reading, you don't have any sort of reference points or expectations or anything like that, so you just set yourself at a very bland bar, and you just play through the map as it is without much stress or worry in the world, and you go with it. And you tend to just focus better.
Right, I was about to say, like, focus could be definitely a lot higher from a sight reading perspective.
But we got a very interesting amount of mod choices. Raitoli, allegedly sight reading with Hidden, and he's joined by Panamas, who's picking up Hard Rock. Meanwhile, on the Indonesia side, Appa's going with Hidden, and Captain going with Hidden and Hard Rock. So, we will see. Indonesia does have the mod advantage, which will give him an extra approximately 60,000 points. Or about 1.5% in accuracy deficit. Everyone was holding full combos. Panamas is not holding full combo though. He did suffer a huge drop in that stream. Raitoli holding his own full combo with 97%, but it is a problem considering that Indonesia and have both players above 99% with an extra mod attached. Moving on to a more intense section of the song, and Katon's going to be caught off guard. As he does pick up the first set of misses, but right now, as long as Katon can have accuracy above both players, there's nothing to worry about.
Right.
So, as long as he stays above 98, he's all good. Welcome back.
It does seem pretty I guess, expected for KDDK to be missing there. That is one of the harder sections, at least for me, to hit with HDHR. So and in fact, I think I've seen that exact part of the song get missed by several top HDHR players. It's a little bit tricky.
Yeah, right, totally. Picking up misses, so is Catdon and Bananas.
I mean, definitely makes sense for Ray Toley going with just HD. That section has so low SV.
And it looks like Indonesia is set for a very convincing breakpoint. As in the last quarter of the song, Indonesia up by 150,000 points, and it's only rising. As Indonesia enjoys all the advantages in the world. They got combo advantages, accuracy advantages, even the mod advantage on top, in case they need any more advantages. All three of those things are in Indonesia's favor right now, and it is going to result in the very first breakpoint of the match. So, as things wrap up to an end, it's just a question of will Appa finish with a full combo?
Great.
The only question left.
A couple more misses there on this outro section, but yeah, this definitely spells Indonesia's point here with a 200k point difference coming from a multitude of different advantages coming from Indonesia, especially the one extra mod, which KDDK being the only player above a million, but Appa with that silver S there, actually pulling the highest score in the lobby.
Yep, picking up only 35 100s. It's a very good performance by Appa. Catdon doing pretty well as well. I mean, he did have 2 months, and when you have 2 months and you're scoring over 1 million points, you're still doing fairly well, leaving yourself to be competitive against a single mod. But 5 misses and 60-something 100s was pretty good. And Indonesia firing out no mod 4. They gotta just
quick to pick that one.
It's going to be none other than Semi Noah Wasumude. Okay, I butchered that entirely, but we're just going to pretend we didn't. And there we go. This map has an OD of 6, 2 minutes in length. There's a lot of variable BPM in the song, I believe. So the 135 is a bit deceptive.
Yeah, this map kind of has a BPM that is not necessarily all over the place, but definitely has multiple BPMs.
It definitely has some snapping kicks as well. Although not to the same extent that you would find in No Mod 2, for example.
Right.
But you can tell in the song there's a couple of fluctuations in the beat and in the flow. But here we go. Keems stepping in for the first time for Indonesia. We will see how he goes. Will Keems make Indonesia's life a bit more easier? Or will there be some pains? We're about to find out. Get underway. Bananas, huge drop at the start there.
Yeah, and all players having a little bit of trouble there holding Ack.
And unfortunately for Indonesia, they're actually not able to get very strong accuracy. They can't really exploit it that much. As Raytoli, 99%, absolutely dominating the lobby. And it's keeping Thailand quite competitive.
Absolutely. Scores kind of switching back and forth from various act drops from players on either side.
But that accuracy advantage is slowly slipping up as Raytoli picked up a lot of 100s. He hit that slow stream early. That was a client miss if I've ever seen one. I don't believe Appa missed. Okay, I take that back. He might have actually missed.
I'd still give it about 5 or 10 more seconds, but it does kind of look like it's an actual miss from Appa there.
Yeah, client is not tripping with us today. But with that I spoke too soon.
Yep.
I have too much. I curse myself. I have too much faith in this client. But Panamas and Keen both great misses. Panamas didn't get the worst end of it.
That was a pretty hard miss from Keens. Whoa, is that a note lock from Appa as well?
I believe there is a bit of an intense finish here, so we'll see if Indonesia can hold on to that very thin lead.
Oh, Panamas missing.
Unable to play the ending finishes. Too tired from the rest of the song's challenges, and that's going to give Indonesia a solid hold on their breakpoint. Despite Raytoli being the only player to full combo this song with 2100s, that is really good. Was not enough, as Indonesia is allowed to get away with several misses and extra 100s.
Yeah, I mean, almost 99% from Raytoli there. That S is a very, very solid performance on a map like this.
So, score is now 1-3. We are playing to a first of 6 points, or best of 11. Now, Thailand is down at breakpoint. They would love to just stay down at breakpoint by winning this next pick and holding their own. And there are several good choices for Thailand to go with. And Fremont 1 would be one of them. Yep, certainly a good choice. Nephilium, mapped by Dark Vortex, a very well-known mapper in the taiko community, has presented a fairly interesting challenge for the quarterfinal players in this World Cup. With an OD of 7, 2.5 minutes in length, and a BPM of 207.
That OD 7, though.
Yeah, it presents a very interesting set of challenges for hidden and hard rock players.
Absolutely. Now, I do expect KDDK to be going HDHR on a pick like this, which kind of looks like what's happening in the chat. I think Appa's probably going to go hidden. Raytoli probably also going to be hidden. Maybe?
I expect to see the same mods that we saw before. I don't expect a double mod from Thailand. And yep, there we go. We get the same situation as last time, as we get the same mods from the last free mod pick. Same situation. Indonesia will start with the mod advantage. But will they back it up with good performances? We will see. This is a bit easier map to play than the free mod 2 pick, so Thailand will probably be far more competitive in this.
Yeah, it's just, it does also give KDDK a little bit of an easier reign on that double mod advantage, though, so it'll come down to whether KDDK...
I would disagree, actually, because now, because it's easier for players to play this with one mod, it actually raises the bar for 2 mod players, because now they basically have to hit rank 98.5 or 98%.
Well, right, but I mean, what I expect from a double mod player is that they have played it enough so that they should know that their goal is around 1,060,000. So being able to hit that bar is going to be slightly easier for players like KDDK. Now, Appa does pick up a miss there.
Will it be the first of many? We will see. As Appa's miss will make Indonesia's life a bit more difficult, but mod advantage will be favoring them for now, and Raytoli's miss is going to be offset by Appa's huge drop.
Yeah, I was about to say, Raytoli fortunately wasn't picking up a note lock, but Appa there, that was really, really unfortunate.
Making quick recoveries is a skill, and Raytoli has proven himself superior in that confrontation and saved himself 3% of accuracy.
And around 20,000 points as well, because it looks like that's what the lead is.
Well, that lead is going to be shrinking because Indonesia is still gaining points. There's still another, what, third of the map to go? Oh!
That was quite a long note lock, but a swift recovery from KDDK.
Mod advantage is now gone. It is no longer in play.
Completely gone.
There's maybe, what, 10,000 points Indonesia will get maybe from it? Maybe. And that is not going to close the 80,000 lead. So it looks like Thailand's going to be defending this pick at this rate, provided that there's no more ridiculously large drops. And it also looks like Panamas will be the only player with a full combo, as he sets to finish with a strong result here.
Yeah, this looks like that is the point over to Thailand there.
Good result by Thailand. They wanted to defend their breakpoint. They found a map to do it, and it came from a well-timed set of combo drops from Indonesia.
Very nice 500 Hard Rock play. That's OD 9.8 on a streamy map that's 270 BPM. Yeah, very, very solid work from Panamas there.
Yep, OD 10. Clap, clap, clap. Not a problem. Panamas even surprised himself that he full comboed.
I mean, you know, there are some players who just look at the timing windows. They're like, oh yeah, 21.5, that's nothing. 19.5 is basically the same thing.
Yeah. Well, let's see how things stand. Indonesia, they're still up the breakpoint. They don't have too much to worry about. However, they are going to be getting into the mod pools. You know, there's only no mod 2 left, and that's a very tricky map. It's probably the trickiest no mod map. And they're not going to go for it. They're going to go with Hidden 2.
Attacking Thailand's lack of preparedness here with Hidden 2.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see. Thailand, the issue, I feel like that Thailand will have more vulnerabilities. If not, Thailand has actually not lost a player. Like, only Panamas has been the only 2 players that have played Thailand so far. Which may present issues because if that's the case, maybe the other players may not be as competitive compared to them too, which gives Thailand less flexibility in terms of making the pick stuff. So the longer that a match goes on, and the more skill sets you've got to throw at the players, the more likely that Indonesia will find something that Thailand may not be able to compete on, and then try to exploit it at point. Maybe, I don't know. Raitoli and Panamas have done well thus far. Duo fighting off most of the Indonesian team. And if Thailand can win this and equalize themselves to a 3-3, that would be huge. Unfortunately, Panamas is not confident and he is fully expecting to fail this. That is not a convincing sign.
I mean, this is it's a rough hidden play. I'll be the first to say it.
Oh, this is the hardest map in the pool, in my opinion. Only question though is will Indonesia also suffer as well? Because Katon, apparently, from what chat's saying, Raitoli, Panamas, and Katon are all sight reading this. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We'll see if that's going to affect them. But Katon and Panamas pick up Billy misses. As they go through the very slow section to start with. And in the very first section of the song, it is quite slow, so getting into the flow is actually a little bit difficult. And all the players actually struggling to do well at the start here. But now that the song is sped up its pace for a bit, you'll see players like Raitoli and Appa probably recover their accuracy very well. And Panamas and Katon are also trying to get back up to the A range.
Ooh, that was a long string of 100s from Appa there.
But it was not a combo break.
No.
So here we go. The first faster reading section of the song. And Panamas is struggling. He suffered a huge drop. About 2%. And that's giving Indonesia a bit of an advantage to start with.
Right, those finishers definitely tripping up Panamas there, which kind of makes sense.
If only he knew what was to come. In the next 30 seconds of the song. 3
Ooh.
players dropping. Appa the only
Appa
person
holding it.
Yeah, that is a huge slowdown. Caught everybody off guard by Appa, and that's helping Indonesia right now in huge ways.
Yeah.
And now we're going to the very last section. It's very speedy to read. Now we're doing this second extremely fast section. Panam is struggling again the second time for finishes.
And it does look like Indonesia actually takes that point pretty handedly.
Wow.
Nearly 4, well, about 3.5. But yeah, no, I mean, like, silver S there from Appa. Very, very impressive on a map like this. 31 100s too. Like, yeah, it's a 98.5%, but still a solid performance. And the other players, I mean, like, you can see that lack of preparedness really, really hurt.
And it's only going to get worse as the only maps that are left is No Mod 2 map, which is very technically tricky.
Right.
Hard Rock 2, which is high accuracy Hard Rock, which might be one of their better choices. Both DT picks, and the anti-mod free mod pick.
Well, Hidden 1 is still available as well.
Oh, they're not picking Hidden 1, that's why I didn't talk about it.
Hey, I mean, you never know, you never know.
That is true, that is true. I just fairly confident that they're not going to go with Hidden.
Yeah, I mean...
I think they're going to stick with a double time pick.
Yeah, in this situation, I highly doubt it. But the double times do seem pretty available.
Yeah, exactly. Now,
And DT1 is definitely pretty simple, at least in comparison to the rest of the picks that they do have. So
I would argue Double Time 2 is actually more simple, because it's just high BPM, 1-4. Meanwhile,
that's true.
DT1, it's slower to play, but you got 1-6 that's mixed in with a lot of 1-4. If you miss time a particular pacing or whatnot, it can be very challenging, and it can go downhill very quickly. But Double Time will not be played, as Free Mod 3 will be picked.
They're just going to clean up the free mods. Fair play.
Well, they're 1-for-1 in free mods. So, Thailand looking to try and get a decisive 2 out of 1 result. 2 out of 1. 2 out of 3 result in free mod.
Okay.
And that's the plan. Will that actually work out? That it remains to be seen.
It is absolutely possible. Like, hopefully we don't see KDDK kind of biting off more than they can chew going 2 mod on something like this, but I guess that's not out of the realm of impossibility.
Maybe that is the play, you know? Because it's not about... Sometimes in free mod, you can win maps by making your opponents overconfident. Okay?
That's
if
fair.
your opponent's overconfident, they will eat dirt.
And, I mean...
suffer hugely in scores.
I mean... When I have played as a free mod player in tourneys, being an HDHR player, it's kind of hard to say, well, maybe I should not play with a mod on this one. Maybe I should just go with a single one. But it looks like KDDK does have that ability to take off that hidden and just go hard rock on this.
So Panamas and Katon will take on each other in the hard rock battle. And we will also have Raitoli against Appa in Hidden. So, we will see who will come out on top in those 2 duels. Those are going to be very interesting to watch. Shame that Panamas isn't on the higher screen, so you can have like a more direct comparison, but this will do. It looks like Appa is underperforming in the introduction here. He's down a full percent, but it's not a lot. There's still a lot of notes to be played.
I mean, the score was in Indonesia's favor for a little bit there, but now it's starting to swing over to Thailand's side as Appa is picking up some more accuracy drops, but it's still extremely close.
It's extremely close because Raytoli is beating Appa in Hidden, but Catdon is also beating Panamas in Hard Rock. So you got this very interesting. So you got this very interesting dynamic between the two sides.
Ooh,
and that dynamic has just shifted.
Ooh, double miss.
Oh. Raytoli and Panamas picking up huge misses in the stream. Oh, it is disastrous. They have both lost 7% of accuracy in the first part of the song. And that's already with the song being played already for a minute and a half almost.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, like, that was one of the harder sections. If you get a miss, it's pretty devastating. Hard to come out of a note lock. But, I mean, those were just absolutely massive note locks. You really do hate to see it. Thailand is in a horrible situation right now.
Yeah, looks like maybe they were the ones who bit off more than they can chew.
Yeah.
But even then, still, it is quite a deadly battle as his pick has surely backfired. They're ahead by over 300,000 points.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite a significant amount, and I don't think, if I do remember this chart correctly, I don't think there's really anything else that can prove to be a significant enough of a note lock from either player on Team Indonesia to swing it back to them. And I mean, with that,
unless they both broke at the same time. No, even then, I don't even think that would even happen because they're up by a collective 9% accuracy. There's no way.
Yeah, this is pretty brutal.
Yeah. So Indonesia is going to enjoy being up 2 breakpoints as they get to the end game here.
Yeah, and I mean, what's important about this one in particular is that now that Indonesia has won this point, that is match point for Indonesia. They only need one more, and they've already guaranteed a tiebreaker if Thailand does decide to go with a reverse sweep. So
it's a tough challenge ahead of them, especially when you compound the sight reading woes that may be plaguing Thailand right now. But we will see. So it's not all hope is not lost.
KDD. Yeah, I mean, even sight reading aside, that is solid act from KDDK there with the Hard Rock 12-100, 4 miss, and Appa with a silver S. Very solid.
Yeah.
No, it is. It's Indonesia to pick as well.
Yeah, Indonesia, because they're up 2 breakpoints, they get 2 of the next 3 picks.
Right.
Yeah. So now Thailand needs to equalize the breakpoints and try and get back to equilibrium. If they don't, then they will lose the match.
I kind of knew that they were going to go for something like that. That no mod 2 pick
That is an interesting idea. This is going to be exciting. I low-key love this song. Map structure. I can't play it to save my life, but I love it.
I really, really like this map. This map is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm one of the only, I think I'm the only caster who has seen this twice. So, both in this tournament and in the previous one, so I get double the fun that you get. But Raytoli and Panamas will both still remain in for Thailand. As they're now forced to fight Indonesia on this. Meanwhile, Volta is going to be stepping in for Indonesia.
Kind of understandable. Volta can play these kinds of things very well.
Well, we will see. Raytoli has no idea what this looks like. Oh boy. He's in for quite a treat. He's a very top player though. He is a top player. He, has He is capable of responding well, but this is an anomaly on steroids, as Mango put it in the showcase. Unfortunately, what is also on steroids is the client, as it refuses to start properly. Wait, but that would imply that it's being performance enhancing.
Yeah. I was about to say, maybe lack thereof.
Oh, wait, hang on. Was this real misses from Volta, or was that just the client?
Oh,
okay.
Well, what was definitely a distinct miss from both Raytoli and Panamas there right at the beginning.
Yeah. Unfortunately, for Panamas, his accuracy has dropped a fair bit, and he's struggled a lot more to recover. Oh no, wait until Panamas gets to his doublets. Those are going to be no fun.
Right now, it's solid on Indonesia's side. KDDK still holding the double S, and Volta with a very early... Oh.
Yep, no longer holding the double S, but Indonesia still has a huge accuracy advantage. And Volta holding a higher combo is going to help him. If it wasn't for the fact that Raytoli is also doing very well. Yeah, Panamas getting caught off guard by the 1-6 tech in between, but Catdon is also suffering.
Volta right now with the highest combo in the lobby. Okay.
He had the highest combo in the lobby, and then he reset with Raytoli, who was unfortunately picking up a miss, and it may not even mattered right now because they're halfway in the song, and they're going to look at the situation, and they're going to see they are down 90,000 points. It is
90,000 points is not negligible, but it is recoverable.
I guess. But it's going to require a solid performance from both Raytoli and Panamas in the second half of the song.
Which were... well, it's not a strong start.
Not a strong start, nope. Not one at all. Unfortunately, for Raytoli and Panamas, they're both struggling to consistently hold a combo. And that is bringing bigger problems because now they're behind 150,000 points. They're going to the end stages of the song here. And now, as things wrap up, Catdon and Volta will both try and finish with a 97%, try to look strong with this ending here, which is not as complicated as the song itself has been. But Catdon will not be able to do it. Volta, on the other hand, he will succeed? Nope. But both players in Indonesia will finish with 96% scores, which is better than Thailand, and they will come out on top as they knock out Thailand from the tournament 6-2. Which was exactly what I put in my pick'ems. Hey.
Well, I mean, Thailand performed exceptionally well. Like, a lot of the points were close, despite... I mean, there were some picks that were a little less close, but, I mean, Thailand still put up quite a significant fight throughout all of the TWC 2021 phase here. Unfortunately, we won't see them return, and congratulations to Indonesia, where we will be seeing you guys next weekend. Still in the losers bracket, but...
Yeah, unfortunately for Thailand, the lack of preparation has impacted them in this matchup and has resulted in their elimination.
Yeah, but not something that you want to do going into a losers bracket match with sight reads.
But yeah, so there we go. So Indonesia will be moving on to the semi-finals week, and they will be starting out in the losers against Canada, where they will have two matches that will await them. If they survive against Canada, they will have to go up against the winner of US versus Germany. So Semifinals is actually all nearly confirmed. The last match that we have taking place will be at 14 UTC between Taiwan and Portugal. That will be a very interesting matchup to see.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's about 8 hours from now, so we do have quite a significant break. That should be a little bit of a nice, unwinding period for everyone while we kind of hype up for this final match and also showcase for the next weekend as well, which should be happening shortly after that, I believe.
Yeah, so I believe if all things go like they should, Semi's showcase will be taking place right after Taiwan versus Portugal. Backfire's been hyping it up, and Mango is fairly confident, so I'm very excited to see the challenges that await those players in the semis when we get to it. I will be dead asleep for it. I'll check things in the morning.
Yeah, I probably won't be, so I might be in the chat. Or maybe casting if Mango has no one else to cast with, I guess. But yeah,
there we go. Thank you all for watching. I'm Beat43210 signing off with Mr. Boo. We hope to see you all in a couple hours' time for the final matchup between Taiwan and Portugal. Until then, take care.
Take it easy.